Hello, dear Aries, and welcome to your March astrology horoscope. This month, we have a couple of interesting and important events, and some of them include Mars, which is moving into another house position for you, which will generally change what you focus on, where you can put your energy. And also, it can bring us more variety because Mars was in Taurus for around 2 months, actually a little bit more. And now it's moving to a much stronger position. So you may notice that there's more dynamic energy in a different life area. Also, there is a shift between the beginning and the end of the month for you. At first, the focus will be more on relaxation, maybe completing all things, maybe focusing more on your internal life. And then there is a very big change, which will put more the focus into stepping up and taking action and being the leader. So the month is really, really different at the beginning and at the end, specifically for you. And we also have many astrology events, which we are going to look at in a moment. And before we do that, I just want to invite you to a very special program, which will begin during March. And this will be related to energy balancing of our chakras. We will use energy practices. So if you are interested, please check the link below. And let's get started with the 3rd of March with the actual shift that Mars is making, the one I started with. Mars is moving to your 3rd house and will stay there for approximately 2 months, which can put a lot of focus and energy into your communication, in terms of connections with other people, in terms of education, learning new skills, and maybe planning something about traveling. Hopefully, that will be possible. So, the energy is focused more into your intellectual work and mental activity. So, lots of energy in this direction, not only on the 3rd of March, but for the next 2 months. Specifically on the 3rd, also Venus has a wonderful aspect with Uranus, which can bring you some kind of financial benefits, positive surprises, also some intuitive ideas, which can help in terms of something practical, especially when it comes to resources and money. So overall, the day is pretty nice. Then on the 4th, another beautiful combination between Mercury and Jupiter in your 11th house. This is an amazing aspect for communication, for focusing on some kind of long-term goals, maybe finding the support from other people or your community or friends. And together you can look in a new direction and make some big plans for your future. So really, really nice aspect. On the 10th, also a very mystical combination between the Sun and Neptune, which triggers your 12th house. This is a great time to focus on emotional healing, to focus on something creative or a spiritual practice or something that you want to heal in your life. Great time to just take some time off and relax and really pay attention to your feelings. On the 13th of March, kind of the same energy, but even more intense because there is a new moon in Pisces in your 12th house, which can really trigger emotional transformations, emotional healing, working with the past. And on top of that, Venus and Neptune are in conjunction on the very same day, which means that you can be extra creative. You may feel extremely inspired and almost like you are being guided in a new direction or in terms of something important that you need to do. So really pay attention to your feelings, your emotions, your intuition. Absolutely amazing combination. On the 15th of March, even more of this same energy because Mercury is moving to your 12th house, which is time for some self-analysis, analysis of the past. Again, relying more on your intuition, your imagination, on finding the answers inside of you spontaneously just by relaxing. Pisces position of Mercury is about relaxation of your mind and trusting more that you will be guided in terms of finding the right decisions. So again, intuition, imagination are the most important. On the 16th, the sun has a beautiful aspect with Pluto, which can be great for career projects, for business and work. You may feel empowered, you may feel inspired, you may feel like your intuition is guiding you towards achieving something practical or transforming something in terms of career and business specifically. So really productive aspect both for creative projects, but also for practical things and business. The 18th of March triggers the same areas, but this time we talk about Venus and Pluto, which can be emotionally recharging and bringing you lots of drive in terms of achieving something that you really like, something that you deeply want. And it could be related to your career or business or some kind of social project. And also, it can be great for something inspirational, something creative, or even some kind of spiritual and emotional healing. So pretty nice. And on the 20th, we have an important shift of energy, which for you will be even more important because the sun is moving to Aries, your sign, and that's kind of the mark of this big shift that happens between the first and the second half of the month. With the sun moving into your first house, it's time to step up. It's time to take action, to be more spontaneous, to feel more energetic and inspired and motivated and to lead others or just to follow your own path. So after the 20th, a really big shift for you in terms of your energy, your direction, your focus, and anything else that you can achieve. The 21st is also quite active. Venus is moving in Aries as well. So lots of energy, especially related to the things that you love. Relationships, negotiations can become really important. You might want to change something about your appearance, especially for women. It's a great time to focus on your style and also on nurturing yourself. Pretty important. The other aspect triggers Mars in third and Saturn in 11th house, which is a very productive combination. It's time to organize, it's time to plan, to be more consistent and dedicated, especially when it comes to some kind of social project or anything that has to do with your friends or your community or some kind of intellectual tasks. And also Mercury has a positive aspect with Uranus, which can bring you ideas and inspiration. And this might be especially nice for practical results and financial achievements. On the 23rd, we have one of the very few challenging aspects this month, which is between Mercury and Mars. This can bring some Potential challenges in communication, in negotiations. Be more careful if you're driving a car or if you are traveling. And overall, try to be more patient, especially when you connect to other people. On the 26th, we have one of the most beautiful aspects for you. This is the conjunction between Venus and the Sun in Aries, which triggers you personally. It's a great aspect for love, for dates, for relationships, for anything romantic, anything related to beauty and art and creativity, and even financial projects. So great time, focus on the things that you love and trust your desires, follow your desires. This is really one of the luckiest days for you. The 28th is also pretty significant. There is a full moon which triggers first and seventh house, and it's mostly about finding the balance in your relationships in terms of your personal project and really seeing things from a different perspective. As usual, this is also a great time to release things that you don't need in your life, especially when it comes to some patterns in your relationships. The 29th is also pretty interesting. There is a conjunction between Mercury and Neptune in your 12th house, which is great for imagination, for creative ideas, for your intuition, for some kind of meditation, spiritual practice. So great time to allow your mind to relax a little bit. On the 30th, there is a beautiful aspect between Venus and Saturn, which is also great when it comes to negotiations, connection with other people, especially your friends, and also anything that has to do with style, with your appearance. And in relationships, this may also bring some kind of stability and structure and the feeling that you can really rely on something fundamental. So quite balancing aspect for your emotions. And the very last aspect is between the Sun and Saturn, very harmonizing, very good aspect to organize your work, to plan better your goals, your actions towards achieving your vision. Great time also to do something with other people as a group, as a community, and also to achieve some tangible results. So overall, you can see we have actually many aspects, which is, I mean, more than average during most of the months. So pretty active energy, and almost all of them are positive. So the month can be quite dynamic and interesting for you. There is a significant shift between the beginning and the end, and it seems great. So thank you so much for watching this video. And don't forget to check the new program about energy balancing of the 7 chakras. It's a great fit for you, especially with this strong Pisces energy, which you will experience this month, and the 12th house combination. Thank you so much again, and I will see you next time.